Hello everybody, how you all doing? Hope you're all having fun. That's a different intro for today's video, isn't it? Yes. Hi, I'm CWATTY. Welcome back to Eureka Farms here in Farming Simulator 19, where, following on from the last video, the plumber's turned up. He's putting the pipe work in for the cows, which is all going very, very well. Look, look, he's here, look, he's got all his bits and bobs. So he's turned up on time. We obviously can't really get the cows yet because we don't have any food for them, which is something kind of need to rectify pretty quick. I was having a look at the map. Field 10 is still not bought yet. Still not been harvested yet. Field 6 is obviously, though. That's going to cost me $1 million to buy that, and I don't have $1 million. Don't have $1 million. Well, Field 3. Field 3 is only 476,000. And we'd said previously that Field 3 was pretty decent. It's got corn on it at the minute, which, if I was going to steal a crop from a farmer, corn is not bad, because at least we get the corn straw. We've got 837,000. Obviously, I got paid out by the BGA last night for all the silage and stuff. We've got 390,000 for that. The only other option is if I don't buy a field, what is there contracts wise to do at the minute? There's corn in field 2 for harvesting, which would require a big boy harvester. Grass is, well, we could maybe mow the grass on field 7, get some silage going. Or, like I say, there is the option. I could buy field 3. Yeah, you know what? Let's buy field 3. I can still buy field 10. I can still buy field 10 later. When I need to buy it. When it's been harvested and everything. However, in the meantime, we can get some corn harvested. Get some more money. Also gives me an extra field, so we would actually end up with 2 extra fields, which could be very, very useful. Canola's growing nice anyway. Grass is growing nice. Right, so yeah. That's the plan then. We bought an extra field. So I'm going to have all this precision farming stuff to do. Right, this is going to be interesting as well today. See if this works. I was having a bit of a play around off of with modding. You know, I was saying in the last video that the problem with the AI harvester is that there's no crazy bonkers corn header, which means when it comes to harvesting corn, you're kind of stuck with the Kazar here. Well, I've slightly modified this header a little bit. I've changed the width a little bit. You'll notice it's now 14 meters, which compared to the real one should be 12. Okay, should be 12. Yeah, should be 12 meters. I've now got it to 14, which is nice. Little 2 extra meters harvesting header. Doesn't look crazy stupid. You will notice that obviously there's a bit of corn disappearing off the edge here, and there's a little bit extra disappearing off the edge over here. But apart from that, it doesn't look stupid. But we've got an extra 2 meters of harvesting. Now obviously, with that knowledge in my brain, I could go into that same mod and change that width and make it crazy bonkers. We could have a crazy bonkers header very easily now, which we could give to the AI, so when the AI is doing contracts on fields, he can do the contracts very well and very quickly. Oh, what a numpty. I'm not dropping straw, everybody. I forgot to turn on the straw swath for this first row. Never mind. I will do it on the next one. But here we are. 14. Well, we're going to get full quite quickly in the X9, aren't we? That's the one slight downside to using the X9 harvester. This one gets full. Like I say, still possibly thinking maybe of grabbing myself a tribine in the not too distant future. Again, once we... Oh, hang on a minute, that's interesting. Why is that not harvesting? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have I broken it? Have I broken the mod, everybody? Have I broken it? Is it not working? Or is it just doing that weird thing where sometimes in the game, when you drive in a certain direction, it doesn't actually harvest? It could just be that was the case. It's a bit scary when the game does that. I'm going to get full in a second as well. Could end up needing the follow me guy down here. But yeah, if I get the trailer, I've also got the I've also installed a new mod this morning, the trailer joint something mod, which apparently makes trailers behave a bit better when they are on the back of a vehicle. Like I say, I don't think the header would break, or at least I don't expect the header to be broken on the corn header, because really the change I made to it is very, very simple, very, very easy. Shouldn't affect the header's ability to harvest. I just think it's that weird bug that you get sometimes on maps, whereby if you're travelling in a certain direction or a certain angle, it doesn't let you harvest the crops. Yeah, load up the trailer joint axle blocker mod. I don't think it gives me anything new in here. What it should do. You see that? Oh, you can turn, you can steer. It doesn't smack it. It doesn't smack into the tractor any. The trailer doesn't smack the tractor and block and force you into, like, you know, a self-made traffic jam with your own trailer. You know, I can turn really, really tight there. But okay, it's now at the absolute extreme, just slowing me down a little bit, but that's nice. That's nice. And I hope this applies when you're using things like the slurry spreader as well, because I know with the autonomous, we've had this little bit of an issue with the autonomous, where because of the way the tracks on the autonomous are actually offset so that they're actually behind the tractor, it does make the tracks on the autonomous a little bit more likely to hit items that it's towing and pulling. But hopefully then with this mod it should prevent that, and it should lessen the impact on the performance. Oh dear. Need to fold the pipe down, of course, on the X9 because it's been folded up. It'd be nice if that, you know, the spout on the harvester unfolded when you unfolded the harvester. You didn't have to manually do it. Let's carry on then. So again, Monday, 8th of March today as I record this video. I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of videos in the series that I recorded yesterday on Sunday. It's not very often I record on a Sunday, but I did. Got a few videos out. I did notice on the first one, it might be just me, it might have just been me, but I did notice on the first one, after I kind of had rendered it and was halfway through uploading it, I thought to myself, yeah, there's something weird going on in this field. In that case, I might choose to harvest it in this direction. Let's get the old straw swathing, straw dropping being done. Tell you what I'm going to do. Whilst I'm here, let's go get the follow me guy hired as well. Then I can might have to just play around with that till we get him at the right distance. Yeah, seems to be working okay. One of the great things I do like about Follow Me mod when it actually works properly like this, because it does make it a little bit easier in single player to do your harvesting and not have to keep stopping every 2 minutes to unload the harvester. Yeah, terrain angle seems to be a bit of a weird thing. Looks like it's only going to let me harvest in a certain direction on this map. Could be that I need to... Now, as far as I'm aware, Follow Me guy won't cause crop destruction. Because obviously, as an AI helper, he won't do crop destruction. So I'm free to carry on harvesting zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And he's not going to do any damage to the field. One of the things I noticed... I'm looking at the... Again, another mod that obviously I've had installed, or I installed, was the sync vehicle speed sync mod, which enables to sync you to, which is supposed to enable you to sync vehicles that are next to each other to drive at the same speeds, which is very useful when doing something like this task, harvesting. However, I never ever see the option appearing in the menus. I never see the buttons popping up telling me that I can turn it on. So I don't know whether it's a mod conflict with something else I've got installed that prevents me from being able to use this sync speed mod. Didn't really do that very well, did I? That row. Check on that next time. Normally I do a reverse, like a reverse. I do like a U-shape turn to come down the next row. However, didn't seem to have the room to do that there. Especially with the straw swath dropping where it dropped. Oh yeah, I ought to put the pipe out, didn't I? So this guy can unload me. So yeah, I need to get the... When the grass is ready to mow again, we've got to get the silage for that. Got to get that mowed, get it squished at the BGA, and then I've got to get the silage taken back to the farm and put in the TMR station that I built and placed yesterday in the last video, so that we can start doing feeding the cows, getting the milk, which we're going to use in our brand new cheese factory that we bought. Below, I say. See, that's what I wanted to do last time. That's the turn. That's the turn, kids. Right there. And he's probably going to do another turn, the little trailer, because he gets a little bit confused by what I'm trying to do. Come on, buddy. Catch up. Catch up, buddy. This is going to be interesting because there's a car coming. He's going to get blocked. No, he's not. Very good. I thought for a minute he was going to have a massive collision with that car. I wasn't sure how Follow Me was going to react to that. So yield is not looking great on the mini-map. Dark orange. I'm guessing this field has not been lined, fertilised, precision farming in any way, shape or form by the AI, which means this opening harvest of corn is going to be woeful, throwaway. But this field is supposedly going to be pretty good because it, as I looked at in the previous video, it's got decent soil type on it. So once it is all worked properly, it should be pretty decent. And it should enable us to get everything done that we need to get done. Turn around, and off we go again. He's going to do his extra little turn, and yeah, have at it, folks. I wasn't dropping straw. I wasn't dropping the straw. So yeah, the plumber turned up to do the pipe work, which is always good. Like I say, as soon as field 10 is harvested, I'm buying that one too. And we'll be able to get a fair bit of stuff on the go at the same time. I've harvested. I'm doing field 3. Let me just check one thing. Will it harvest in this direction, yes or no? It will now. No, it won't. Not sure why that's doing that. I really don't, because it worked fine from in the opposite direction, didn't it? From the bottom of the field going up, it worked perfect. So unless when I've edited the header, I've accidentally moved something I shouldn't have done. Perhaps I need to have a look at that again. Don't move anything except the width. Could be the obvious answer on that one. But yeah, harvesting, I'd say X9 harvester needs a bit of a wash. I probably ought to consider giving it a wash one day. Probably needs a repair as well, maybe a little bit of a repair. Not that I think that's got anything to do with the way the field is not harvesting correctly in the right direction. Looks like I can only harvest it travelling north. Back to the bottom of the field then. Unless, again, one of the things I do notice as well, this header, it's not actually strictly advertised as being suitable for this harvester. When you actually do go to, if you do ever like edit and open this header up and have a look at it from a modding point of view, it tells you which vehicles it is suitable for. The S790 is not listed in there. There's only the Case, the New Holland and the Agco. So I'm wondering if the John Deere, this harvester should have probably the John Deere header. It should have its own header designed for it. Because this is for the 9240, the CR1090, and the Ideal. So I wonder if the attachers, the way everything sort of connects together there, the header sits a little bit differently on the John Deere. It's at a slightly different angle or height to the other harvesters, and that's why you sometimes get that missing crop effect. Could be. I don't know if anyone's actually made any like bigger corn headers yet, whether there's any big corn header mods out there bigger than this one. I know, as I say, I know the Tribine's got a bigger header. You know, if you look at the header for the Tribine, that is 18 metres, which is, you know, quite nice. I could buy one of those and try it on this, couldn't I suppose? See what effect it has when they attach it to the John Deere. Probably causes the John Deere to flipping faceplant, nose dive into the ground. Bit quick spin round again. It is making this harvest job a lot longer, only being able to harvest in one direction. I must admit that's a little bit iffy. It may be that I just need to go and undo whatever I did to this header and try resetting it back to vanilla, which I could possibly do. I'm going to try that, folks. Bear with me 1 minute while I restart the game and undo what I've done to this mod to break it. Okay, I'm back. Let's try this. See if this works. I haven't got follow me on at the moment. I've turned him off for a second just while I'm testing this. Hopefully I've fixed the header. It's well, it seems to be taking a bit too much off of the right hand side now. It's operating at 15 meters wide now. So it does look a little bit funny, but hopefully when I turn round to come down the field it'll actually harvest this time, because I've not changed any other settings. I've not messed with anything else on the header. I have lowered the work area a little bit. I've lowered it a touch, so it should hopefully detect the ground better. I sometimes think if the header gets a little bit too far off the ground, that's when you tend to miss crops. I know on some maps we've played where, you know, the fields have hills and hollows and stuff. Harvesters can miss crop if there's a bit of a low spot on the field. I'm going to go and do down this edge, because then obviously the pipe will be on the right side for the harvester. And it's harvesting perfectly okay. So yeah, managed to fix it. Whatever I changed first time round in the machine didn't work. Interestingly, we've now got different different yield information. That's interesting. I was getting crappy yield from the field. Now, because I've actually exited the game, reloaded the save, I'm getting good yield. How does that work? Now, because when the save loaded, I owned the field. Does that mean precision farming now applies? Whereas because when I first loaded the save up today, I didn't own the field, so precision farming's like not going to apply to the field until you restart. Because that does seem a bit strange to me. How we're suddenly getting better yield on the same field that's not been ploughed, not been limed, not been fertilised. I don't. Game being game, I suppose. The game being the game. A little bit unrealistic, perhaps. The yield would just suddenly switch between reloading the save for the first time since I actually bought the field. Right, let's put him back on. And I'll carry on harvesting. I'll get this field done, and then see how it all goes from there. But anyway, folks, I'm going to end the episode here because it's 35 minutes already. I want to keep this episode short today because there's not a lot happening. Like I say, hopefully, next video we'll be in a position where to do some things. Because hopefully, like I say, not only will I have this field then to do all the precision farming, prepping, re-prepping type stuff, I'll also have field 10 hopefully, if the AI has now bought it, or if the AI has harvested it, which it still hasn't. I could end up getting field 10. It's going to require me to obviously sell all this crop first though. So thank you everyone for watching today's video. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you all again in the next episode of Eureka Farms very soon. And I hope you're also enjoying the other videos on the channel. I hope you're also enjoying the new Slovak Village Let's Play series. The first couple of videos I've done on that. As of me recording this episode today of Eureka Farms, those videos haven't gone live on the YouTube channel for me. They're scheduled to go live later this week, so hopefully by the time you are watching this video, you will have seen those videos, and hopefully people are responding well to that series and giving me some, some positive feedback. So until the next time, folks, here on Eureka Farms, it's goodbye from me, and I will see you all very soon. So take care of yourselves, stay safe, cheerio.